Brianna.
All right, let's go with, there's a person in the waiting room, Love. All right, Joshua Guben, Miss Barkley, I told him he continues to defy what I told him to do. I told him to come in person. He's got to do the time. I'm not even going to hear anything else.
Your Honor, I understand.
I'm not going to hear it.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. All of our court notices said Zoom. I asked you for an adjournment the last time we were here so that I could obtain the transcript. I have since obtained it, just recently, actually. I've had a chance to review the matter. I'm asking that the court respectfully reconsider its position, with respect to the contempt sanction. I believe it's necessary to advise the court of a few things as it relates to that date. My client was on a lengthy Zoom hearing.
Let's do it like this. All right, first and foremost, I want him here. All right.
We're happy.
I'm gonna call it and we can make a record and put it, and I'll let you make your record and you can put it all on the record. But this is the city of Detroit versus Joshua Paul Guben, case number SP 1411448, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1669673 and SP 1669671, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good afternoon. Camilla Barkovic appearing on behalf of Mr. Guben. My P number is 78254.
All right, Mr. Guben, state your name for the record. Good morning. Still is not.
Josh, you're muted.
Good morning, Joshua Guben.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. I held him in contempt for his behavior in front of the court. In front of the court. He defied that, never came back. He waited a whole probably year or so, or put it this way, a lot of time. And the only reason I believe that he came back is because he got another ticket. I told him multiple times to come in person, multiple times. Not one time has he's defied what the court has said every single solitary time. Now, I understand what you're saying, Ms. Barkovic, about him. It's saying in person, but he's heard me multiple times, not just one time, multiple times. You have to come in person. Now, I want him in person, and he's gonna have to be here. Now I'll let you make your record.
Judge, I have no objection to appearing before the court in person. You obviously understood what I said to you off the record, and that was that all of the notices of hearing that were issued by the court and the dockets indicate that this is a remote proceeding. What I'm asking the court to do at the present time is simply reschedule this for an in-person hearing date, and Mr. Guben and I would be happy to appear before this court physically.
All right, tomorrow, is that a good date for you, Counselor?
Judge, this week is not good for me. I apologize. If you have a docket on a Friday, that would be ideal, perhaps next Friday.
Yeah, but that's another whole, now we're pushing it all the way back another almost two weeks.
I understand, Judge, but I do need to be present with him, and I'm asking that you permit us to come on the 29th in the morning if that's available.
All right. 8/29/2025. 8:30.
Thank you. We will be there in person, Judge.
Despite what any notice that he may get in person.
I've heard it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Court will recall the cases of the state of Michigan versus Bradley Chavez, we're here for sentencing on a violation as well as in a new matter.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you for the extended time. We went over the violation sentencing as well as the sentencing on the drinking and driving. We went over the police report together, and I do understand the court's concerns. First and foremost, Mr. Chavez totally admits to his mistake of drinking and driving. That's without a doubt what he did. He did indicate he would never, well, he was driving recklessly because he consumed alcohol, and he is not in any denial about that. He said he'd never intentionally ram into cars. He kind of explained the driving situation to me. He was parked and leaving a parked situation. There was a car close to him, and he was, due to his intoxication, like jerking the car. It looked like he was backing up very abruptly and then kind of speeding forward. And so he can understand how that looked to the caller. And he's deeply regretful. He understands that was a very dangerous situation. Your Honor, looking at both the offenses, I do think it's important that they both are from 2023. And clearly there was a lot going on that year and he was making poor decisions. Since then, I don't see any issues with alcohol that have popped up since then. He's still facing the impacts of that year and the bad choices he made. I do think at this point, him being on probation for the drinking and driving case will be enough as a sentence without any additional jail time to see that he does have his drinking under control. And as a consequence for these actions, he also understands why he's going to lose 4A, which is a further consequence of his choices. But he's in no denial about the mistakes he made as far as the domestic violence case or the drinking and driving. He does want the chance to show this court that he can comply with this new probation if he's sentenced to that today. I know he also wants to address the court himself as well.
So first of all, I think he needs to be arraigned on the violation in the 23-00383, which indicates that he pled guilty to operating while impaired by liquor and the use of controlled substance. Two different cases, actually. So one is the case that I have before me. And then the second one is the use of a controlled substance from August 11th of 25. So I'm not sure what you mean by how he's gotten it together, because it appears that there's a 25 F55617 case. You have a right to have a hearing on these matters, sir. At which time, if it is found you violate the terms of your probation, you could do the maximum penalty in the original case that we have here for aggravated domestic violence, which is up to 1 year in the Washington jail. Ms. Muller, what would your client like to do?
Mr. Chavez will be admitting to the violations.
All right, Mr. Chavez, is it true, sir? You're
Is-
going to be admitting to those violations?
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm just really confused because I know today was two sentencings for two different things. And I know I spoke with Mr. Monsieur last night. I'm just really trying to comprehend like what exactly is kind of going on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to really understand. I know this one you said I'm pleading, or this one I'm pleading for which case? And
Sir, you're here for, and I just arraigned you on violating your probation in two separate ways. One is having a new charge for which you're being sentenced today for operating while impaired under the influence of liquor. And then a second charge in front of the 15th District Court for use of a controlled substance on August 11th of 2025. So
Okay.
the violation is both of those cases are violations of my case.
yes, okay, I understand now. Yes, okay. So for the one that you say from August.
Mr. Chavez, we need to admit to the violations, which the judge just went over.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll have to do one thing at a time. And the first
Okay, I'm
step is
sorry.
we have to admit to the new cases that you did get charged and pled on those.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I just know I have the 15th District Court. I know I have court with them too with this case. Yes, I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Sir, it's true you pled guilty to a charge here of operating while impaired in the case number 23-00383, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it also true that you pled guilty of use of a controlled substance on August 11th and the 15th, August 11th of this year in the 15th District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I find that there's a factual basis for the violations. Are you satisfied, Ms. Woods?
Yes, Judge.
As to the sentencing, is there anything else you want to say on behalf of your client, Ms. Muller?
Your Honor, I think I was focused here on these cases, and I do understand this new case is clearly from this year and current, so that is worrisome. But I think Mr. Chavez is likely struggling here. It looks like, and with substances as well. But I do think sometimes any jail time, and part of his agreement on that case, which I know is not in any way binding here for his violations, they did agree to no upfront jail and the 7411. So at least on that case, it seems like they're trying to give him a chance to fix his situation. I know any extended jail or further jail can sometimes kind of just cause more disarray. I think he needs treatment and he does need probation. But I would ask the court to not order jail at this time.
Ms. Woods?
Judge, in regards to the violation of the probation, I believe it is appropriate for him to be discharged without improvement, to have his status revoked, based on the fact that he picked up those cases. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Chavez, what would you like to say, sir?
Well, honestly, Your Honor, I know it's been so many things that I've been doing. I know I messed up a lot with drinking. I know I'm not that old. I know I'm pretty young, and I was drinking a lot at a young age, and I've been alone for a lot at a young age, and I was drinking and driving. I was using substances that I shouldn't have been using, and I ruined my life in a lot of ways. And I've been trying to set it straight for a long time. And I've been like, I don't drink anymore. I stay away from all the people that I used to know that be around that stuff. I don't have any more family out here in Michigan. I don't have a mom or dad that live out here. I don't have any brothers or sisters. And I was just finally able to leave a home where I was living with a bunch of people that were not a good environment for me. I finally have a really good, stable job that I go to 5 days a week where I can finally make enough to pay my own rent. And I don't have extra money to pay a lot of things more, but I save up all I have just to be able to maintain my steady lifestyle. I go to testing every time I have to go. I know I'm required 3 times a month, and I have no problem doing that because I know I'm going to stay clean, and I know I've been staying clean. So I have no problem doing that, and I will comply with the court as much as I can with money-wise and any meetings that I have to do, any programs that I have to do. Not just because I want to, end this, but because I want to change my life around. I don't want to get older and be addicted or end up throwing my life away in the worst way possible. And I'm just really hoping that you guys give me the chance to prove that to you because I know I can do it and I've really been trying. And that's all I have to say, Your Honor. And just thank you guys for the opportunity.
What's going on with you using another substance? It's not just alcohol.
Yes, I understand that. It was when I had got arrested for that. I can't even remember what. I know it wasn't this year. It was, I think, 2 years ago when I had got arrested for that substance on me, and I was around a bunch of bad people, and I was around a bunch of people that were around these substances at all times. I'm sorry that I even hate to admit it, but that was my life at the moment, and I really got away from it, and I'm really sorry. And I've just been trying to get my life together ever since. I don't want to grow up and continue doing that. I don't want to be an alcoholic. I want to fix my life. And I'm really trying. I'm really sorry.
Your Honor, the
Date of offense.
July 26, 2024.
Mr. Chavez, you sound sincere.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Barnett, is there, there's one of the cases is yours. Is there anything you want to say with respect to the OUIL case?
Yeah, I've reviewed the pre-sentence investigative report. don't have any corrections to it. I support the recommendations. It does appear that he has some insight into what's going on, and it does appear that some of these things that he's was dealing with were somewhat in the past. I would note that Mr. Pappenhagen stated he has a real chance to turn his life around if he involves himself in the recovery community. I'm hoping maybe this will be that impetus for him to do that. So that's all I have to say.
Mr. Chavez, I'm gonna give you an opportunity.
Thank you.
This is it, because you've had opportunities. This is your last one.
I understand. I do.
I'm just writing notes. Give me one moment. All right, in case number 23S00383, sir, I'm going to apply the bond that was posted in this case of $1,000. You still owe the court $325.
Okay.
You're discharged from probation without improvement. And your 769.4A is revoked. That case will be, you'll be off probation, but you still need to pay the fines and costs.
Okay. Is there a way I could pay that online?
Yes, you can pay it online.
Okay.
In number 24T00443. I'm gonna follow a recommendation of the probation department. It is the sentence of this court, sir, that you serve 93 days in the Washington County Jail. Credit for the 2 days that are served, 90 are suspended. You have 5 days for a total of 40 hours of community service. You are on 12 months of probation. Fines and court costs in this case for a total of $725. $30 per month probation oversight fee. You to complete an assessment for intensive outpatient services and follow all their recommendations, including those for treatment and any aftercare, and sign a release of information for the probation department. You to schedule this assessment to happen within 1 week of today's date. You to attend the MAD Victim Impact Panel within 45 days of this sentence. You to report to the probation officer monthly via the online reporting platform and report during the second week of each month. You to meet with probation when and where directed, including any and all home visits. There's no use of alcohol, marijuana, illegal drug paraphernalia, and no being in the presence of anyone using those. Or firearm components, and dangerous weapons. You must drug and alcohol test 3 times per month, and any other times is ordered by the court and or police. You are to attend 12-step meetings 3 times per month and provide proof of attendance to the probation officer monthly. You're to obtain a sponsor within 60 days of today's date. And you must comply with all of your 15th District Court probation terms. We're gonna have a review in 60 days, sir. That's gonna put you on October 20th, 2025 at 10:00 a.m. I'll set a review in the other case for the same date to see if you paid your fines and costs of $325. Okay?
Okay. Is there? I'm not sure if my other attorney will get in touch with me. I just want to have all of this like.
You're gonna contact the probation department. They're gonna go over with you. Did you write down the phone number earlier?
No, Mr. Monsieur talked to me yesterday. He said it's Miss Annette Johnson, so I have her phone number.
Okay. Well, she's actually not gonna be your agent anymore, I don't think. I think it's Mr. Pappenhagen. 1 second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get the new number.
It's the same phone number though.
Okay. What's the name? I just want to write it down.
Annette, it's Miss Johnson. It's Miss Johnson. So please make sure you reach out to her tomorrow after 9 o'clock, okay?
Okay. The only other thing I know I have been doing testing regularly, and I know I spoke with you last time about the medical card. I just want to know if that is the same with this case. Otherwise, I don't want to test positive for something that I had already been approved for, and for this new case, I just want to be safe, just to know.
Given your use of substances, I'm not sure I want to grant you.
No, I understand. That's the only reason why I asked, because last time I did ask, you did require me to give you the medical card and the letters from the doctor signed and everything, and I did provide that. I just didn't know if this new probation was gonna allow the same thing. They do have all that information at the community corrections right across the street from the county. I just wanted to make sure because I just want to be safe, you know.
So Barnett, what's your position on medical marijuana?
Your Honor, I'll leave that in your discretion.
I'll
Just,
continue the approval then. All right, you're all set, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.